Oh no! Sorry, did I fall asleep again in the middle of the afternoon? I'll be with you soon, guys. Hi angels, Cindy here from Luminous Lifestyles, where you get the opportunity to activate love and light into every single cell of your being to become the most powerful creator that you can be. Today I want to speak with you about something that's super important. We all need it, we all deserve it, we all require it, and we all really need to understand it. It's sleep. How many of you wake up in the morning absolutely exhausted? Don't want to get out of bed, don't want to face the day, do not have the energy to do what you need to do. I've spent many years like that, mostly through early childhood of my children, and also when I was a little bit lost and didn't understand exactly what it was that I was doing or meant to be here for. How many of you go to sleep at night okay, but then can't stay asleep through the night and your mind's racing and wandering and you wake up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock and just can't get back to sleep? Or perhaps you're someone who has trouble falling asleep, but once you're asleep you can stay asleep. So let's just talk quickly about what sleep is. Sleep is a time for our bodies and our souls, our mind, nervous systems to heal. It's a time for rest, rejuvenation and recovery. We do most of our self-healing while we're asleep at night. We have no emotion. We have no connection to our physical reality, and hence we are at one with our universe. So I'd like to share with you 3 really cool tips today on how you can get a better night's sleep. The first one is the night and the moon are just as important to sleep as the morning and the sun. What you must do in the mornings is when you wake is spend a little bit of time in the morning sunlight. Go out, drink some fresh water, filtered water, your tea, whatever it is that you're consuming in the morning, first thing out into the light. If you have to hang out the washing, go outside and do it then. If you need to go for a walk or do your exercise, do it then. Do it in the morning when you're able to actually access the morning sun. If you're someone who has to get up and go to work straight away, then you must find a way at work where you can take maybe your laptop or computer outside, or do a work meeting outside under a tree on the grass. See how productive that possibly could be for you. So why do we do this? We do this because it actually is part of our circadian rhythm. Our bodies need to know it's daytime, our cortisol needs to rise, and our melatonin needs to sleep. The reason we spend time in the sun is because it activates that rhythm and we know that it's daytime and we stay awake. Apart from that, the sunlight itself has amazing qualities to healing, and we are children of light, so we must be in the light. The second thing that we can do to help us sleep is when it's time to actually go to sleep, we need to sleep in a completely dark room. How many of you have alarm clocks with big numbers on it, or TVs switched on through the night, or iPads or iPhones beside your bed? Turn everything off. Have your room dark, and make sure that your phones and your iPads or computers are switched onto airplane mode or turned off completely. If you need them for an alarm, the alarms will still work. As you start to get used to your circadian rhythm and you start to improve your sleep, you will not need an alarm. Your body will automatically wake up when it knows it needs to wake up. So why do we sleep in a dark room? Because what that does is it then tells us that it's nighttime. We need to be able to then suppress our cortisol and increase our melatonin. And if we don't do this, our rhythm gets turned upside down. It's why we have trouble sleeping, it's why we have trouble falling asleep, it's why we have trouble staying asleep, and it's why we wake up exhausted. The third thing that you need to do, and the very last thing that I can suggest for you to activate right now, is before you fall asleep, limit the amount of time that you spend in front of the TV or on the screens or iPads, computers, etc., because it emits a fake blue light. What happens when we do that is it actually activates through our eyes, activates a part in our brain, the pineal gland, that produces our melatonin, and it tells us that it's daytime, so therefore we don't produce the melatonin required for us to fall asleep. If you're having trouble with your children falling asleep, do the same. The more you limit the TV, the iPads, the blue light being reflected, not just from the computers and TVs, but also from your light bulbs, what will happen is you'll start to fall asleep easier. You'll stay asleep longer. and you'll wake up more rejuvenated. So, just to recap, sleep, super important. We all need it. It helps us rest, recover, rejuvenate. 3 simple tips to help improve your sleep right now. You can activate these tonight. 1, get up in the morning, get out in the sunlight, spend some time in the natural light, and your circadian rhythm will start to reset itself. Fall asleep in a dark room so that your body also gets its rhythm in its right function. It doesn't get messed up. And the third thing is limit the amount of blue light exposure, screens, light bulbs, TVs, at least a couple of hours before you fall asleep. So angels, I wish you all a peaceful night's sleep. When you wake up in the morning, you'll feel much more energetic. You'll feel more focused. You'll have more clarity about where you're heading. And I wish you all an abundance of love. Until next time, bye for now.